Hello everyone, I have a question for you. How do you get an astronaut's baby to stop crying? You rock it. There you are. There's your dad joke for this episode. Hello everyone, welcome back to our third and final session gameplay episode for Meadow, a Roadwarden Tale. Basically playing a visual novel, harkens back to a lot of the games I played when I was in the 90s and really enjoyed it. You know, Carmen Sandiego and all those like click and choose your own adventures and branching dialogue paths and things like that. And the game has got a wonderful pixel art and charming soundtrack as well. So I highly recommend this for anyone who's looking for a slow and steady game just to relax and unwind after a busy week of doing all the adulting and, you know, all the responsibilities, and, you know, do the dishes every day, do the laundry, all the stuff. And this game I think is really one for people who like to read a narrative and pick their own adventures. And the one cautionary tale is there are maybe some triggering elements in the game. There is a disclaimer at the start of the game that there's some social tensions and some potentially volatile topics. So just be forewarned, I'm not sure what you may be carrying into the game and what may trigger you, but there are some thematic elements that are really tense. Now, to that end, I don't know what they are. Apart from, we have our main character who is now going to the fort, the garrison, in the wonderful town, and we're looking to try and talk with them about this boar, but we also found goblin tracks at the end of our last episode when we brought the boar back to the town square. We're with our sister right now to just warn them and see what they want to do about it. We are torn because our character has a job offer to leave the town, and as is with most reluctant heroes, we don't want to leave town because then we would leave our father being the only hunter in the village and defender, quote-unquote defender in the village. There is the soldiers stationed in the garrison, but they're not the hunters that they need to be to gather food or anything like that. So it's a bit of a weird situation where we're getting pressure to leave the town. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but we would be sacrificing the quaint country life for life in the big city or in life of travel. And we're not too sure because we don't want to leave our family behind. Darling, check what they want. Why me? Just open the door. I ain't a recruit. Are you sure you want to argue with us after dropping your helmet in the river? Answer the bloody door before we cut your pay for the equipment you've borrowed from us. So we hear this, I assume, on the other side. That's what the muffled voices were. Hello, gals. Something wrong? So the game has a wonderful tool-tipping system where you can get a little bit more side information on the characters that you run into. There is also a codex that gives you a huge list of the cast of characters here. Some of these you won't meet for a while, other ones you will. Hello, gal, something wrong? Not sure yet, but we should talk. Tell me you don't need me to look for that lost ring again. Our dad. We're here in Latro's name. He's examining the forest right now. Come, we've got time for you. So we were sent here on request from our father. Venna and Hastia, right? This is, I'm assuming, the local sergeant. That's us. I expect the mayor had briefed you already. So the mayor wants us to go for a lot of reasons on this job offer for the Merchants Guild because it brings notoriety to the town. But again, we are just reluctant because we would leave our father behind, and this is one of many scars that they have. Now, it also should be mentioned that this is one of 4 characters that you can play. I don't know how you unlock the other characters, if you have to do certain things inside the confines of specific playthroughs, or if they just naturally progress and you unlock them. That's something for you to find out should you want to get this game. Only mention that we're to prepare the village for the furry crabheads. Alright, fair enough. So who are you? Well, my dad is out in the woods, the soldiers in the wall. After the stronghold ain't his first job. Yeah, so, okay. So, ever fought a tribe of goblins? No, me, not really. But there are lectures of all kinds of beasts in the city. It ain't like they're trolls, nothing to worry about. Unless there's hundreds of them. They climb well, can get past the wall, and it won't be easy to hire a mage to help us. Let's think. We've got 3 of us, and you, Venna, and your father. Would your brother be joining us? So there's something happened with our brother. He's out he's changing his role in the village from being a defender to taking care of his new family, and his daughter is somewhat sick. I don't know why she's sick or what ailment she has. Victus is a bit busy, but he'll help us. Priest Vates, too. And maybe we could ask the lumberjacks. Lumberjacks are just city workers. Okay, cool. You mean pay the lumberjacks? Yeah, well, of course we have to pay them. That's hardly enough. I doubt we'd get much use from arming the rest of the village with spears. Have you learned anything about the goblins' weaknesses? I mean, we've got fire, if nothing else. Not much to go with, is it? Better prepare the stronghold for the elders and kids. Bringing in beds and furs from storage is easy enough, but we'll need help with collecting water and food. What about... So much to discuss, so we just kind of ran over her talking right there. Especially if we were to mobilize our neighbors. The mayor wouldn't skimp on a few more shields, would she? We're in for a boring afternoon. Let's grab some chairs. So why did we bring her? I guess there's a passage of time right there. Finally, fresh air. I'll leave the door open. Is it just me, or do you get bolder when the soldiers are around? Not that I've got a choice. They're not my best friends or anything, but they said I could join them once they head back to the city. They'd recommend me to their commander. I think they're called. Congratulations. What are you going to do? So, she seems to want to leave the village. I don't know about us. I guess congratulations, because it sounds like what she wants to do. Congratulations. You could make quite a career. Nah, I'm happy where I am. So she doesn't want to be a soldier? I ain't one to go the extra mile. When I'm free, I'd rather take a stroll in our forest garden or go to the inn with you. I don't need people looking up to me to know my worth. Okay, fair enough. It's good to have that personality. Though getting noticed was nice. I'm sure it was. Well, it's getting late. See you soon. Good luck. Are you going? Why even bring me with you if I've got nothing worth saying? Oh, yeah, so we totally dismissed her. We had no time to waste. What do you mean? I'm sorry. What did you want to say? Well, let's see what's going on. Forgive me. Next time I'll give you the time to speak. Still here. Father's waiting for you. So this is our sister? My sister is only a year younger than me, yet we're strangers. Lately, she called me a... Doesn't matter. I don't think this time she meant it. I don't understand what divides us. Yeah, she's got a very stern look, like really strong RBF. What's wrong? We're having a family dinner. Victus is taking Emira to the city to look for a healer. So Emira is his daughter. Victus's daughter, my niece. She's been asleep for a few months now. I used to love wandering around the walls with her, telling her about the woods. She looks so silly with a dagger in her small hands. Yeah, his obligations have changed from being a hunter to a protector for the family. His family, not my family. So old Sylvia couldn't help her. Old Sylvia is basically an herbalist. Yeah, she's just an herbalist for the village. That's what Victus said. I'm sorry, pet. Any news about the goblins? Kind of, but let us go for now. We shouldn't burden Victus with this. She doesn't want to burden Victus? Why? So Dad found them. How many? At least 30. They've settled in a cave not far from here. We're screwed. Well, wait. Cave not far from here? Where? I mean, I don't know. This is like the edge of the map, but I don't see anything over here. Okay. And what about you? No work today? Stabulus can survive a few hours on his own. So he's the inn owner. Having stabs in our village is writing's blessing. He's full of ideas for silly meals and drinks. So I spend every evening at his inn, the Tasty Claw. Ivalo says the place is nothing special when compared to this. Oh, well, okay, fair enough. But he's from the city, so I'm assuming he's from the city anyways. I need some rest anyway. I had to prepare the entire dinner for you too. So that's kind of a backhanded compliment. We also had, we also had work to do. What we're doing ain't easy. The better our plans, the safer we are. So heroic of you. Just saying, it'd be helpful if you could get home today without me having to give you a ride in a wheelbarrow. Interesting. So be it. So be it. So much fresh meat. We were starving. Were we starving or what? Where are we? We're at our house. Our house is outside the village walls as well. Okay. Yep, teaching the beasts to stay away from the village. Okay. This day deserves it. The boar was large enough to grant us a feast, and we'll share the leftovers with Relega. Relega is a farmer next to us. Okay. With Temnis, they're in debt to the city merchants ever since they lost their entire flock of sheep to a plague. Okay. Their daughter, Firma and Edicea can handle themselves, but Relega doesn't enter the village anymore. Too embarrassed and shy. Okay. Interesting. I got a bottle of spiced meat from Castus, his husband, maybe the wealthiest farmer in town. Okay. So yeah, this is like weird country living in a sense where people rely on each other, but also it seems like there's a lot of tension because of that reliance. Can I have some? Ain't it hilarious how Victus can simply decide to leave for the city once he sees he needs it, while Venna sits on the fence for half a season? Why are you coming at me? Why are you coming at me? You're too old for petty squabbles. Just saying, at least she was kind enough to join us instead of stuffing herself at the inn again. Know your place, calm down. She's coming at us pretty hard. I don't want to escalate the issue, I'm just going to calm down. Let's just have a good time. I said, can I have some mead too? In 2 years, little wolf. Oh, so there's a drinking age. Oh, she did not like that answer. Let's have a talk before we drink anything. Emira needs help, but I can't leave you with the goblins lurking around the corner. This is our brother. What about old Salvia? What did old Salvia say? Can't she send help? Or can't she help? Odysseia told me that both herbalists have run out of ideas. Soon Ina's shell won't be able to swallow food. Shell, I'm assuming, is a reference to the body? So another aspect of this game, which I find fascinating, some people might find triggering, is there are religious beliefs. You saw that in Roadwarden as well, depending on how you interacted with people and what you said, could get you into a lot of trouble. But there were several religious sects in that story arc, and you had to navigate them, or you're not interested. And I think they bring those into here. I'm not sure, but this is the first reference to shell as being a body, and that's something that is a religious belief. And your father, the hunter here, is looking to change, or at least he's being more religious or devout, is really what it's turning into, and it's leading to some tension between Venna, our character, and our father. Because I think he's realizing his own mortality as he gets older, and he's also got a concern if Venna leaves, that he needs some extra guidance and help, and he's looking for that from some type of religious figure or deity. And while I'm grateful for your prayers, I can no longer wait for a miracle. You should still go to Salvia, and you die. Everything's dark and hopeless. I'm sure they discussed it together. And she's rude and weird. So, she's smart. Yeah, exactly. You can be a little rude and a little weird. You can still have a really good head on your shoulders. I mean, overall, I don't want you to be overly rude, because then it's very off-putting no matter how intelligent you are. Dad is right. A second opinion wouldn't hurt. You want to lean in and for our father? Or do we want to help her? Let's go with our sister here. Their cabin ain't far away from here. We could go there and have a little talk. Salvia knows what she's doing. If she believes Udai is ready for the duty of aiding our tribe, we'll respect her decision. Yeah, he's side-eyeing. He did not like that response. Eudicia's friend, my friend, and she'll help mom. She's helped mom a lot. So our mother also. Sorry, I'm terrible at reading these things because I'm trying to also understand and pronounce them. So I do apologize if I'm butchering these. But our mother is also ill. She's like bedridden, basically, and she's been that way for a while, and that's also put a strain on the family. But she was an excellent and proficient hunter when she was up and around. Pup, you have your own set of responsibilities now. A child that's defenseless without you. And what about the monsters? It was all a false alarm? I got spooked by 5, maybe 8 hungry apes? We'll handle them, Venna and I. Finally, some good news. But are you sure you don't need my help? Help me by bringing back my granddaughter. When can you leave? Ivalo wants to hire the lumberjacks to escort us, so we wouldn't have the lumberjacks in our fight against the goblins either. If the rites allow it. So the rites is the religious sect that our dad is currently pursuing. Allow it, we'll hit the road tomorrow, just before noon. Dad lied to him. Oh, this is an inner thought. Okay. But what if we need his help? Victus has got the right to decide what to do. Let it or be honest. Ooh. I don't like the fact that he's lying. But I can see why he's doing it. I'm gonna let it go, actually. You know, I'm gonna see where it goes, even though it's a bold-faced lie. We would lose the lumberjacks, we would lose everything else. I'll let it go. Check out a few alehouses for me. Just ask your new mercenary friends myself. Myself, I'd rather visit the Grand Temple. But return soon before the flowers fade away. I'll make a crown for Edie. Don't I deserve a cute crown too? Earn it by bringing me some sweets. There you go. That's how you do it. Just eat a spoonful of honey. Boring. So we have a nice family dinner. I wonder what would happen if I had chosen to expose the lie. Would we have upset the family dinner? Wait, I heard something. Oh. Hi, Mom. Oh, we get to see. She's awake. Great. You can say your goodbyes. I couldn't have hoped for a better evening. I better head back to the inn. Hostia, the dishes are on you. Me? This entire mess? A huntress afraid of some dirt? Don't be a crybaby. It won't kill you. I'll go with you. Duh, what else is new? Hey, rude? And what else would you what else would you want me to do? There's nothing fun around here. There's plenty of chores to help with, just nothing as easy as wafting casks of cider. Keep the judgmental tone to yourself. Just saying. I hope the city will excite you enough before you finish your path as the drunk loser you really are. Wow. That is some harsh flack. I'm not going to bait into it. I'll make sure there are no beasts outside. Fine, I'll grab my bag. Bye, Hostia. Wow. I didn't want to play into that because that would have just been ridiculous. I cannot believe there's got to be some other, and that's the fun part about this game. Like, if you're the type of person that I am, where you wonder, when you read a book, you wonder the context of everything, because they do a good job of conveying, you know, the circumstances as best they can. But in like a D&D campaign, that kind of like, there's something wrong here that we weren't a part of, that I want to know more about. Like, why is there so much tension between us? And I don't know if it's because of the troll situation that gave us our notoriety and our fame, if it's the fact that we're just a hunter in general and we're out with our dad and we're bonding with our dad more than they are, if it's something to do with they don't want us to leave, leaving our family unattended, you know, various other things like that. So I really hope we get to see that play out, or at least I get to see that play out. And if you get this game for yourself, I hope you can see this play out as well. This was Busy Gamer Dad. I'm going to have a link for the game down in the YouTube description should you want to pick this up. I love the narrative. I love the musical selection for this game. It's really awesome. I highly recommend this game for anyone who likes to choose your own path and go back and replay different scenarios differently to see what comes of it. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. We'll catch you next week for a brand new session gameplay series where we'll take a look at another game for you guys to take a gander at for your own libraries to sit down and relax with. Hope to catch you there. Later.